how y'all doing? So it's Friday night, and I know y'all still up. Y'all can't go anywhere. Everyone should be shelter in place. So I'm in my place, which is down here in the basement, doing videos. And had some other things going on tonight, and so I was like, you know what? While I have on some lipstick, and I even done put my lashes on today. I know you can't tell because I have my baseball cap on. I've literally wore this base cap for 2 weeks. Yes, I have washed my hair, but I haven't actually like fixed it, put product in it, all that kind of stuff. Like it's just been washed, put back in a ponytail, put in a cap. It's just how I've been for 2 weeks, and you know, whatever. Anyway, so this video is just to share my collection, my small collection. I guess technically, I don't know what you consider small. What is considered small? I look at it and I thought it was small, and then I get everything out and I'm like, it's not that small. But to some people's standards, it could be small. I would probably say that it's probably a mid-size collection. I don't know. But you know, people have asked me for a long time to do a video sharing my collection, and I thought, you know what? I'm sure people are. I've seen so many posts of people saying they're running out of things to watch on Netflix, you know, blah blah. So I thought, you know what? Maybe they'll. And I actually posted my channel on like in my group and on my Instagram page saying, hey, I've got like a ton of videos to keep you entertained for hours, so come to my channel. So I thought I'm going to share my collection. And again, it's not, you know, these videos, in my opinion, I always am like kind of hesitant because I don't want them to come across like, ooh, look at me, like all this cool stuff. But you know, it's just fun. It's fun to share, you know, what people have, what they carry, stuff like that. So here we go. First, I'll just start with the bag that I'm actually carrying right now. And it is the Torres Macassar, and it's a crossbody. Okay, and I have this cute little Louis Vuitton charm, and it's kind of discolored, but I like it because originally it was like, you know, silver toned. This bag, as you can see, has silver hardware on it. And so I don't have a lot of bags. In fact, I think this is the only bag that actually, yeah, this is the only Louis Vuitton bag that I have that has silver hardware. So I've had this in my drawer forever, and you know, I've gone back and forth like, should I sell it? But then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use it. But anyway, perfect little, you know, all weather, like crossbody, perfect little size. I do, by the way, I have reviews of all these bags on my channel. So this is not a review video. This is just going to be, you know, my little collection. So Torres Macassar. And if you'll notice, I have, or maybe you did not notice, I have a solid black. So actually it's custom strap. On one side, it's got the pebbled leather, and on the other side, it's smooth surface. And then it has silver swivel hooks on it. And I did this because on these bags, and also the reporter bag, which I also have, there is a lot of stress that's put on these little tabs because they are not connected. The strap is not connected with a swivel hook. It's just one direction, and so it puts a lot of stress on these tabs. In fact, this one, if it were with the original strap, it would come off eventually. Of course, you can send this stuff in and get it repaired. But the original strap I wanted to show you actually, okay, the strap that it comes with is it's a cotton webbed strap. Okay, it's adjustable. And yeah, this was from well, actually, I don't remember if this bag is from the men's line or not. But anyway, this is the original strap. And all I did was I took out all of the stitching on it. And then, of course, it does have some kind of glue to keep it down. And so what I can do is I can actually order swivel hooks. I was going to show you the size. I have, okay, this size. So if you see this size, this is from a Noé bag. I can order this size right here, and I can actually put it here and then just have it professionally sewn. And then that way you could use it. Again, like if I ever sold the bag or, you know, whatever, and someone wanted the original strap, well, they would have the original strap, but it would be connected with swivel hooks because that, you know, again, it's connected. Like, see, this little part right here connects directly to the D-ring. So the D-ring itself allows for movement, but it twists, and so it puts a lot of stress there. So anyway, I don't like that. So I took this off. This one I actually took off myself because I already had that strap. I used that strap on another bag that I'll show you right now, I guess. Let's see, let me put this up. So I'm not worrying about getting this fixed right now because it's not a must right this second. That's like back burner. But I like having, you know, this. First of all, I love that sound. I love the clinking sound. But I like being able to, you know, preserve the strap. I mean, the D-rings and whatnot. So the other bag that the reason why I got this strap made was because originally not originally, but another bag in my collection is this bag. And it is the Mick MM. And it's from the midline. The midline. It's from the men's line. And I just need to correct myself. I said that the Torres was the only bag I had with silver hardware. No, this was the very first bag that I had with silver hardware, and then the Torres is my second. So I have 2 bags with silver hardware. But this bag actually came with like the Torres, the web strap. So when I sent off my request to my leather person, and he made that, he's the one that actually took off the original strap, because the same thing. So you've got this one actually doesn't have D-rings. It has like a square thing. Okay, and so he took off, and it was connected directly on there, and so there's no movement. And so you put a ton of stress on this tab and then also the tab on the hook. And so he took it off. So what he did, he actually sewed, I don't think he used the original, no he didn't. He put new pieces of leather right here and sewed it and then did this. So if I ever want to, so for this bag, let's just say that I hand it down to my son, because this is from the men's line, it's the Dan Yeager feet. He can use, he'll probably want to use the original strap. He probably will not want to use my leather strap, and so then that way he could still use it. The thing is though, is even though this is a swivel hook, this thing still can only go so much because it's still got the right angles. So I did not have this thing replaced. I probably should have done that. I wasn't thinking, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I still, you know, I still like it. I still do carry this. I like to carry it in the fall. And I just wanted to show you though, this is the original strap, and I do hang on to it because, you know, someone will want to use it someday. But that's why I had this custom strap made, was originally for my Mick. So see, but now that I have this other bag, I can use it for both. So this is another bag that I really like. Again, I usually just use it in the fall just because of the colors of it, the black and gray. So that is one of my my keepers. And then my very first Epi bag that I actually kept, because I have had a couple of Epi bags, is this. It's my black Noé bag, and it's the bigger size. I love this bag a lot. It's probably the one that I use the most. Well, yeah, see, now that I'm getting more bags, technically I'm kind of rotating. But before I acquired like several of these bags, I was using this one a lot, and I just added, I like to have a little padlock here. The original strap, of course, is, where the heck is it? Here it is. The original strap is right here. I don't use the original strap, although there's nothing wrong with it. And as you can see, it doesn't actually connect with hardware. It just loops the belt thing, loops over the D-ring, and then that's how you can use it. But for the same reason as the other, I love swivel hooks. I feel like it protects, you know, just the bag as far as the tabs and stuff, because again, you're grabbing it and you're putting stress on it. If it gets caught and there's no give, then it's unnecessary stress, and I don't like that. So I also had him make this strap, and it's a shorter strap. So on one side you have kind of a matte black, and on the other side it has canvas. And then I had antique brass hardware. I get all of my hardware from the buckleguy.com, and they've got like antique, you know, complete antique brass ones like this. They have just gold plated, you know, so it depends on how much you want to spend. I just went ahead and got brass because they're actually not that expensive, honestly. It's not like I spent hundreds of dollars on it, and plus it matches better. So I use this strap if I want like a shorter strap. I really like the Epi line because I feel like it doesn't scream LV. You know, I used to be all like, yeah, you know, I want people to know that I'm carrying Louis Vuitton. I want monogram. And then just over the last few years, I've just like, nah, it's okay. You know, there's sometimes where I actually just don't want it to be like all in your face. And so I like this because it's, you know, Epi, but then it has a little something like here. So I use this strap. And so then I also I kind of go back and forth. I had another custom strap made just like the one I showed you with the silver hardware. Get off of there, dang it. I also had the same exact strap with brass. So that way I can actually carry it over, okay, I can actually carry it over my shoulder, and I can carry it crossbody. So let me just connect this. So see, it's really long. And so I like to use it, let's see, well, I'm gonna have to put this down. I always talk way too long. It's a super long video. Okay, I guess I should just narrow this down to just, not my SLGs, but just my bags. So see, it's really long. I can carry it like this, and I can also carry it as a crossbody. And I do. I do. I carry it as a crossbody more, especially lately. I've been into crossbodies lately. It's funny because I go from tote to crossbody to shoulder bag. I'm like all over the place. So anyway, this is one of my favorite bags. I love Epi and the Noé bag so much that I got a red one. I got a red one for Christmas. And so here's what I did for it. And I can do the same thing with the original black strap on my Noé bag, on the black one. So like I said, the Noé straps are just connected to the bag like through a buckle. So you can just buy the swivel hook and you can just loop it on here, and then you can have it like this. And so it makes it a little bit longer as well. So this is how I carry so it's the original strap. I don't have like a special strap for it. It's the antique brass color. And then that way I can just, and I have it on, well, I have it on next to the longest setting. No, I don't. I have it on next to the shortest setting. And so I feel like the extra hardware just adds something. But I only carried this in December for Christmas. I did not carry it in February. I was going to, and then I don't know, I decided, oh, I got my all-in bag, and that's what I carried in February. But anyway, I love Noé. I got this, again, same size as the black one. Love it a lot. And it's a really pretty red too. By the way, this is like a true red, okay? I don't know if you can see like this next to my lips. This lip color is from MAC, and it is a true red color too. Well, actually, okay, I guess technically it's not. It has like the blue undertones, but you can see how, you know, it's a striking red. It's a true, like along the lines of a true red. Okay, and then I liked the, again, I like the Noé bag so much that I'm like, well, I can't not get the Monogram. And I broke my own rule because I don't really like bags that have a lot of vachetta, but I couldn't not get this bag. And I haven't used it yet, but it's a vintage bag, but the gal actually got the leather replaced. So it looks like a brand new bag. So it has the integrity of the older canvas, but it has new leather. And she did get it replaced at Louis Vuitton. So it's like, you know, official Louis Vuitton leather here. Smells brand new, you know. I haven't used it yet because it's been kind of rainy. Where is it? I did the same thing on this strap that I did with my others. I bought, and actually since the hardware is lighter, see it's more of a bright, because she actually had the brass replaced too. Since she did that, I bought the brighter color hardware, and oh, here it is, I see it. So see, I just bought and these are brass. I actually bought the solid brass swivel hooks. So then I just use that instead. When I use it, I will just carry it the same way. I just have it like this. And see, you can tell that the leather's new because it's still pretty stiff. But anyway, yeah, everything has been replaced. And so it's basically like a brand new bag, but not a brand new price. So, and again, I broke my own rule because I really go crazy with bags that have like all vachetta. But she already treated it, and I was just like, okay, you know what, whatever. Because again, I love the Noé bag so much. Like, who would have ever thought that bag would be my favorite, but it is. And then one of my first loves too is this super vintage bag, and this is the Marceau GM, and it's actually, well, it was launched, you know, and available back in whatever, like early 80s as part of a travel series. It was a travel bag. It's like a carry-on bag. And if you go back to like those old like Samsonite videos and all that, you know that the travel bags kind of looked like this. But I liked it because it has an outside slip pocket, all of the interior, and this one actually happened to have the zipper replaced. So a lot of them have the Eclair, I think is it called? Yeah, Eclair zippers. And mine actually has, and some of them have LV tabs as well, but this one, the zipper was replaced. But it's got complete, leather lining. Like it's got the all leather lining, or not lining, interior. And so that's one of the things I like. But anyway, this is a great crossbody bag, and it's got the outside pocket, which I always love for my keys and my phone. I just always love that. And then of course, you probably saw my video on my all-in PM. She's flat right now. This is another one that I actually wouldn't, I really like it because, again, the minimal amount of vachetta on it. You got to be careful with this because these, if you're not careful the way you pick it up, you can start to put stress on these tabs. And that's just kind of what happens with bags that have, you know, well, these kind of tabs. There can be some stress on it depending on how you're grabbing it. And I added my padlock, added a padlock to it. And then, what else do I have? Oh, my reporter PM bag. I also had, this is another bag where the side tabs there's a lot of stress on them and all that. And I had them completely replaced. So they're replaced with non-LV leather. And then it's a non-LV rivet. Wait, does it have the original rivet? No, yeah, these are aftermarket, whatever, if you want to call it aftermarket rivets. I bought D-rings because the original hardware is the square, like what you saw on my Mick. And so I did that, and then I am using the original strap, but the tabs, he carefully unsewed the tab because see, this part connects right, well, on the original bag, connected right to the square part, just like I told you on my Mick. It was a square piece, and that connects to it, and there's a ton of stress, so that's why these needed to be replaced. So I had those replaced. I bought D-rings, had him replace the hardware with D-rings, and then he actually was able to, and then I bought the swivel hooks, and then he was able to sew perfectly, see, same color of thread and everything, the original LV tabs that were on here, and I can add these. And so that way when I travel, I can use this, and again, it doesn't matter how I grab it, it's still like, there's no stress on the bag, which I really like. Of course, y'all know that I have my truce bags. I have all 3 sizes. I love all 3 sizes. I'm going to have to do a separate video, actually, of all my SLGs because the video is already 17 minutes, and I get so mad at myself because I never want to go this far, and then I do. So this video will just be my actual day-to-day bags. So that's what I have. I have the 3 Noé bags, the all-in PM, the Marceau, the Torres, and the Mick. And that is what I currently have right now for my daily bags. So I hope you enjoyed this, and then I'll be back with a separate video that's just my SLGs. Okay, bye!